Hey y'all, how's it going? What's new with all y'all? It has been a very quiet day here today. I've gotten some homework done, not as much as I hoped, but I think I've written at least a page. And if I keep up that rate, I have more than enough time at a page a day to finish up with what I need to write. I've already got, hi Chica, how are you? It's so good to see you. I've already got several pages written, so I should have things done in plenty of time. So I've just been sitting here for the last few minutes. Hi Susan, how are you? I've just been sitting here for the last few minutes trying to reframe my day from a failure into a success. I got a few things done. I didn't get other things done. I don't know if disciplined is the right word, Cubana Chica, but I am trying at least to get some things down on the page. And I found some better research to use in the paper today, so that's good. I'll read that this evening. My anxiety is pretty high today. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I'm just having to work on reducing it. It is the start to getting it done. Indeed it is. Indeed it is the start to getting something done. Yeah, you got to take the first step. Oh, look, you guys, we are going to get a visitor. Hold on, give me just a minute. Just a minute. Hello! How are you? He is thinking about it. I'm working on it, y'all. The cat is thinking about making an entrance. Thinking about making an entrance. There he is, y'all. That just took him a little while to decide. What's up with that, Mr. Soda Cat? Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Paulo Enrique Rodriguez Vasconcelos. There he is, y'all. It's a little early to be trolling for dinner, Soda. It's a little early to be trolling for dinner. Yeah. You like the purring machine, Cubana Chica? You're gonna rip off the top of my nose there, buddy. That's enough now. Paolo, you're always so sweet. He doesn't indulge me that much, Dawn. How are you doing, Dawn? I hope things in your life are going calmer. Did everybody have a good week? It's nice to see you too, Paolo. Really, Chica? That's excellent for all of YouTube in Cuba. That's so cool. Look at him, you guys. He never sits like this. Look at how nice he's sitting for y'all. Okay, Dawn. I'm sorry about that. I mean, I'm glad you're learning, but I'm sorry it's not getting any better. The capitalist machine was going on, Chica. The capitalist machine. We pay for a membership, so I never have to deal with ads. This is the Soda portion of the stream, y'all. He just shows up and takes control. Although he is usually not quite this handsome for you guys on stream. Look at this today. What's gotten into you? Hmm? What's gotten into you? Such a pretty boy. Yeah. Such a pretty boy. Are you guys can hear him purr, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness, hair is flying off. You finally got premium a couple of months ago. You couldn't stand ads during lives. Yeah, I can't imagine what an ad would be like during the live. It would make me a little nuts. I would think that would be really unpleasant. Orion, what are you chewing on? Hmm? You can hear him? Good. Okay. Hi, Journey. How are you? We have been interrupted by the soda part of the stream. That's unfortunate, Chica. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm hoping the antibiotics help as well. That's got to be difficult. It's got to be difficult. Janelle, how are you? It's a pleasure to have you here. This is the soda part of the stream. Soda has come and inserted himself into the evening's festivities. And so we're basically just sitting here and enjoying it. I'm sorry, Journey. That's never fun. What's up, Janelle? It was a week up in here in the YouTubes. Yes, it was a week. That is part of, I think, probably part of my exhaustion and increased anxiety. It has been a significantly, hold on a second, y'all, a significantly intense week. I am doing okay, Journey. Thank you, Journey. He is also apparently done. Ah, now I just get extra fine cat hair in my nose for the next however many minutes. Orion. He moved Olive 6 feet away onto the carpet. Apparently, that's a preferable place for the dog to harass him. Are you going to come here? Do you want to come here and see everybody? Come on. Let's see if I can invite the dog up. Come on. Nope, the dog wants none of it. The dog is going to be an invisible dog today. Red, how are you doing? Big Chief, how are you? Wow, y'all. What am I up to? I've had quite a spacey day. I spent some time writing, and I got probably a full page written. So that is more than I had before, less than I wanted to do. I spent the last hour trying to reframe that into a success rather than a failure. Hey, seriously? Now, y'all, he's stealing papers off the floor from me. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Okay, come on. Come on. So look, he wanted to show himself after all. So we've gone from one I don't think that's going to work real well after she gave me the extension, Chica. I don't think that's going to work real well at all. But I'll tell her he tried. Yes. Did you try? Did you try to eat my homework? Hi. Oh, snarf. Oh, snarf, snarf, snarf. Yes. Yes. Did you try to eat my homework? Gazoon tight. Gazoon tight. They can't see you. Now they can see you. Now they can see you. Hi, Jen. How are you? Yes. Look at that. Look at that. We are having the pet hypnosis. You needed a chat with the buds? Thank you, Red. I have missed you guys. My husband left town yesterday to go. Oh, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. My husband left town yesterday to go pick up child number 4 from college. So they are hanging in there. That's good, Jen. It's been a week. It has definitely been a week. Journey, do you mean leave it? No. Journey, do you mean blog sites? You mean to host blogs? They have completed their 3rd year at college, but their program had to change after the 1st year. So they're a junior in credits, but they're a senior in credits, but only a junior towards graduation. So they have 2 more 2 more years, which is a little frustrating because we're going to end up paying for 5 years at college because of that. That's kind of how I feel, Jen, like I got rolled over by an asphalt paver. Journey, we don't mind watching you fumble learning streaming. You mean the streamer's journey? Is that what you mean? That's a good boy, Orion. Good boy. Indeed, they are the ones picking out your retirement home. But, I mean, there's a lot of good children out there. I think that it takes time and experience to learn prudence, is, I guess, my observation. Having adult children and being Journey, I can relate to that. I'm glad you feel comfortable writing. I don't know any blogging sites off the top of my head. I'm thinking LiveJournal? Is that it, you guys? Isn't there a blogging site called LiveJournal? Is that what it is? Something like that. WordPress is another, if I recall correctly, that allows you to do things fairly easily. So what else? What did I see today? I saw Pup Groomer out protesting in Vegas. She got the cops called on her, but she handled it like a pro. Really, Dawn? You can't get either of them to work? That sucks. You know less about blogging than you do about YouTube, and what you know will fit in a thimble. Okay. Oh my goodness, Journey. That's too bad. That's too bad. I'm sorry that she's struggling with English. Scare you? Don't let them put you off. It is good for persistence. And as someone who really, really struggles with writing, I can understand having trouble with the 9th grade English class. My youngest was a freshman this year, and the struggling with the requirements is certainly a thing. But I think I struggled the same way with requirements, if I recall correctly, when I was in high school. It was, oh no, she has no motivation. Well, I understand that one too. But maybe getting mad at herself, maybe getting mad at herself is the motivation she needs. I was always the super smart one that everybody thinks is great at writing, and it's still really, really hard for me to get motivated to do it. So, but okay, Jen. Message me later. Cricket, how are you? I'm sure that has been crazy, Jen. I'm sorry for all of that. How are you doing, Cricket? Rolling into the corner joint to chit chat with some buds? Yeah, I hope what Cabana Chica says is correct, Journey. Your ADHD brain has to have pressure. Deadlines are what get it going. Yes, Don, I feel that deeply to my soul. The problem is that the deadlines are starting to cause more anxiety than I know how to deal with. And so I've got to figure out some different ways of managing than pushing everything up until a deadline because my nervous system can't take the stress anymore. And so then I just freak out. So I've got to find better ways to manage it. And I'm not sure that I'm doing that. You're having chocolate ice cream? That's excellent, Red. It doesn't work in higher education. No, it doesn't work in higher education. It worked through my bachelor's. It worked through my bachelor's, but it is giving me nothing but fits for my master's. If I wasn't so far in, I would probably not continue, but I don't feel it's appropriate to quit when I've only got 4 classes left. Journey, I never thought I would be a streamer either, let alone one with almost 1,000 subs and practically monetized. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be. Just having to be is difficult. I find that it is hard for me to figure out what I'm trying to say. I know I've come a long way. There's only 4 classes left out of something like, what, 16? 32? No. 4 classes left out of 12. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you. It's the master's degree that's giving me grief. I am very close. I am very close. Next quarter, I am taking the practicum, and that makes me nervous because there is a lot out there that just, well, because the practicum is making a lesson plan and teaching for, I think, an hour and a half twice a week. So there will be no time. A doctor. Exactly, Janelle. Exactly. I only have to get it done. I would be happy with a B. I would be so pleased with a B in this class. I have to get a B, so you practice on us beforehand. That's an excellent idea, Chica. We have several crickets, Dawn. That's okay. It can get confusing. Watch whatever happens if we get Chichicana and Cubana Chica in the same room together. I will mix them up, and it's terrible when we've got Jen Wow and Pup Groomer and Jen Cell all in here. It gets a little confusing then, too. Start calling Jen, and everybody mistakes which Jen you're talking to because they're all Jen. We had a long conversation earlier this week about the different iterations of Jennifer. Oh, Chow has two T's? Yes, and the Susans and the Pamelas and the Dawns. There you go, Dawn. Exactly. Exactly. I think Soda might be coming back over, y'all. Are you coming back up here? Are you? You want back up here? Come on. Everybody wants to see you. Come on. No, instead you're going to lay down on all the papers. Okay. No, he just wants to lay down on all the papers. Cricket is the traditional of one of your family names. Interesting, Cricket. Well, that's what I did for my final, Janelle. That's what I did for my final. And yes, I struggle with the undiagnosed and full blown perfectionism. I struggle with that as well. I pushed it aside for my final and just turned that sucker in. It wasn't done. Translation of one of your family names. Okay. That makes a little more sense, Cricket. I like Cricket Cinema. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. No, they don't serve me well when I'm pushing to finish a degree, and I can do this even if I have an upset stomach the whole time I'm doing it. I can do it. I got some writing done today, not all the writing, but that's all I need to do is some of the writing, not all of the writing. Sorry, guys, I wanted to check and see if I had. I heard a text message come in, and since my husband is on his way with the kidlet, Number 3, I wanted to make sure it wasn't something I should be paying attention to. Sorry for the interruption. So anything anybody else wants to talk about? It is very hard to do. I am terrified of what my professor is going to think about it. But it came down to it's only worth 10% of my grade, so I could not continue to stress about needing a page and a half when I could only write a half a page. I couldn't keep up with that. Writing the half a page was about as much as I could do. And I'm not even sure it's an excellent half a page. But it had to be done. It got done on time. It got handed in on time. That it's lame is what it is. It is what it is. Not my favorite way to do it, but that's what there was. And so I'm working on doing better on the paper because that's what I can do better on. That's the one that's worth 40% of my grade, which of course scares the daylights out of me. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, what else this week, y'all? What else? I was glad to see DOA apparently talking things out with Aaron. That's all I heard. I didn't see the video. I mentioned self-care. Did I mention that because it's getting in the way of feeling successful? When did I mention self-care, Cricket? Make a list of the facts and then expand. Yeah. You saw it, Susan. How was it? Did I mention that because it's getting in the way of feeling successful? I think my self-care has been not the greatest for a while. Oh, I can't remember, Cricket. It's been a stressful week. It has been a stressful week. And I have tried to... And then you saw... It was on Chica. It was on Janelle. I'm not... You saw Eggplant. You're not watching much right now unless someone sends you something interesting. Well, it was a stream with, apparently, what I am hearing is it was a stream with Aaron and DOA, and it had to be taken down because it got invaded. Aaron told him exactly what he thought. They did not get mad. Okay. Okay. That's good. I think he and Nora had a reasonably good chat. I still think that he P-bombed. Oh, right. Yes, it was P-bombed. That's right, Janelle. Then you saw eggplants. Yes, that's what I heard. I still think that I think his behavior's been inappropriate. Um, and it's going to take some pretty significant behavior changes. Yeah, that's what I heard, Cricket. That's what I heard. Exactly, Amy. Scotty brought up a troll on the live feed, and the troll uploaded uh, eggplants instead of a user picture. The stream had to come to a screeching halt. Yeah, but he hasn't, at least last I checked, he hadn't edited it and re uploaded it so that folks could watch it. I don't know if that's happened yet, but it hadn't happened as of the last time I looked at it this afternoon. Nope, still not up. It's still not up. So that that is unfortunate that it's still not up. And yeah, I agree. When you do StreamYard, you have to have the person show their face before you let them on panel. Yep, exactly that, Amy. Exactly that. So it's the calling out smaller streamers. It's the sort of stuff that Susie's been talking about that has made me really uncomfortable. Yes, brain fog, exactly that. I feel like he's holding court and trying to do a reunion tour without being held accountable for actions that I think were hurtful and harmful. That's that's my opinion, and I concur that he may be feeling some compassion fatigue, or there may be some other issues going on for him, but I don't think that excuses behavior. I concur, Cricket. I think that people who have been canceled, I think that shunning is what we say that we're against. I think that we're against we're against shunning. I think that's one thing we've decided we're against. The stream is up and edited into two parts. Where, Martha? Thank you for telling me, but where would I find it? On DOA's page? The encampment is a different situation than traditional protesting. Yes, I think that I don't know enough about the encampment to comment on it. Shunning is very horrible. It is very horrible. And I think there has been shunning is something that we've agreed we're against. And so I tend to not react well when there are threats of people getting shunned. I don't think it's appropriate. Calling people out for bad behavior. Martha, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at his live streams, and it says tunnel talk, Russian spies, burnt bridges, burning bridges and doxing. That's under live. And under videos is something from 9 days ago. So, I mean, I'd love to watch it. And I'm not trying to say you don't like seeing I don't like seeing someone who you believe to be a good person enter a chat room and ask if it's safe. It's unfair. I agree, Cricket, and it hasn't felt very safe, I think, for a lot of people. Russian Spies has Aaron on at 1 hour 36 minutes. Okay, so I was looking at the wrong one. My bad. I apologize. Thank you, Journey. Thank you for clarifying. That's the one I needed to watch. And yes, unless I've seen it in real time or it's being done to you, no decisions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that people can have personality conflicts. I think that people can think other people have done inappropriate things. I think suggesting that people are associating I'm only seeing one for Russian spies, but okay. I will look at it later. It's helpful to know. I don't see 2 parts of Russian spies, but that's okay. I will look at it later. I'm not inferring that anybody's necessarily bad, just that I hadn't seen it up yet. But that's my misreading the live streams that were up. So my apologies. He didn't say 1 or 2. He did 2 live streams. Got it. Got it. You have no nails left? Yes, Cricket. Conspiracy theory language is a red flag. Yeah, the conspiracy theory language does make me a little bit nervous. Amy, you're hilarious. Russian spies. Tunnel Talk with Nora is part 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, conspiracy theory language and shunning language and having panels of people to decide who is allowed and who isn't allowed, who's associating with whom. All of that says high control group to me. All of that says high control group. Tracking who's associating with who is something a high control group does. Shunning is something a high control group does. Tribunals are also things high control groups do. Exactly, Cricket. Exactly. And so I will continue to protest Scientology. I am continuing to consider if having an SPTV association is what I want to do. What Scotty was saying is that he was so exhausted he began to think that Laura was a Russian spy. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. It's terrible that he was that exhausted. But I think we all need to be responsible for all the things we say. And what I hear is um, it's advertising. It's one way to look at it, Cricket. And I think this is, yeah, don't you hate being extra careful to say anything? I expect anytime I say something a little grouchy, I'm going to get called on. Exactly, brain fog. And I think that the fear you're going to get called on anytime you say anything a little bit grouchy or you get called into a panel. Just speak plainly and say, I don't trust someone who sets him up as the leader of a movement and never will. Well, I think, yeah. Your channel is not associated with SPTV other than this is one of the things I'm doing now that you're retired. Yeah, Red. I I think that um Cricket, the other Cricket, I think that Cricket's decision not to be associated with SPTV, even though she has crossover with SPTV, might have been the wisest decision. He said he deliberately used clickbait titles. I'm not taking his title seriously. And don't mistake me, I'm not defending him. Okay, Janelle. I appreciate that. I mean, people are welcome to defend him. I can see several good reasons why he would have behaved the way he did. I just think that those are explanations, and that people who were harmed haven't been addressed in many cases. That's why you never did a protest. A lot of high emotions for some people and then extremists. You're going to continue to do your thing. DOA even told Aaron that he does the drama on purpose for clicks. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. And I think I'm not interested in running with a community of people who are interested in a lot of drama. I'm just, that's not who I am or what I want to be involved in. And so, and the other thing is, I'm not sure that the SPTV space is necessarily the best place for me to be. Your gut feeling is that people who are survivors will keep our work going. The little channels will continue upward growth step by step. I think the littles will be here in 6 months. The people who aren't personally invested will be down the road. I think so. I think so, unless they find this a fertile place to continue to make drama. But I've been through several cycles of drama like this so far, and it is, like Brain Fog says, a scary place to be when you are afraid of every word you say and that it might be used against you. And this is a difficult place for that. This is a bigger universe that I'm exposing myself to. And it's funny, my psychiatrist has pointed out several times that I'm not scared at all going on the internets, but trying to write one little paper freaks me the fuck out. Yes, it does cycle, Janelle. Several cycles of SPTV drama. Okay, Journey. Hi, Jen. You did so great today? I was so proud of you. Jen got the cops called on her today, y'all. Journey, were you saying you had a question for Red? Journey. We are just talking about the current iteration of the drama and how people are feeling about. Yeah, congrats, exactly. It is a rite of passage to get the cops called on you, Jen. Writing papers scares you too, but your 16-year-old is an amazing writer. About the map pins. I don't see it, Journey, about map pins. I don't see it anywhere. Will you ask it again? She is in the big leagues. You were laughing at them? She gets a badge. Indeed. She gets a badge indeed. She did excellent. There should be a lot of that information, Journey, on. Well, you should be able to get the protesters at least off of the SPTV web page. Oh, she's in California. Yes, she did get the cops. She did get the cops called on her brain fog. If you notice, dude keeps saying the van crashed or I'm glad the van crashed. He cannot bring himself to say he fucked up. Yeah, the van crashed itself, Tinker Mom. I see your point. Cricket Cinema, the way folks get listed to be on SPTV is they send Fluffer Squirrel or KC News, SPTV News KC, SP Z News KC, Z News KC. It's Z News KC. Red isn't on the site. No, she's not. Most of the moderators aren't. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that Tinker Mom when he gave his explanation for crashing the car, that he was in the on the shoulder but didn't notice it. I'm like, dude, how? Yes, Xenus and Fluffer Squirrel are really, really nice. You are a protester, Red. You help protesters out. You moderate. You are protesting. You count as a protester. Exactly, Pup Groomer. Fluffer and Xenus both will only put someone on the site after they've gotten consent. No, they don't necessarily list anyone who asks. I mean, they have to have I mean, they have to have either a connection or be known in the community or have content up that shows them making protesting videos. They don't just accept people sight unseen. They don't just list anyone who asks. Fluffer kept a list. Numbers do count. Fluffer kept a list for quite some time before 11,000 churches. Exactly, brain fog. Hi, Cordy. How are you? It's been quite some time. Yeah, we don't need to put a bunch of restrictions on SPTV, not yet. No, you don't make SPTV content specifically. That's why you're not on the site. Yes, on her community page, exactly. So she kept the list on her community page for quite some time. Boy, can you guys hear that music? It is so loud from the neighbors. Okay, Cricket. That's how they do it. You send an email to Fluffer or Z News KC and they add you. Quick as that. It's pretty easy. I am doing okay, Cordy. It's been, as I'm sure you know, it's been a difficult week or week and a half. The last week and a half has been like a month. There's been so much going on. It has been difficult and stressful to keep up. But Aaron always says he doesn't want things organized. I can think of good reasons for not being organized. I can think of good reasons for things not being organized. It's been like a telenovela. Indeed, it has, Amy. Indeed, it has. It has been tiring. It's been like a telenovela in real life. Your neighbors are shooting fireworks or guns. Yeah, let's say fireworks. Fireworks works. I can't wait to see it, Journey. I'm not a very visual person. I don't see pictures. There's a word for it. Now I can't remember it. For somebody who can't see pictures, it has been way too much. Indeed, it has been way too much. You've seen more drama in the true crime community? Really, Amy? Well, that's good to know. I'll just avoid hanging in the true crime community. I am your husband and daughter. They can't see pictures in their brain. Yeah, it's a thing. My son can't see them. Several of my Yeah, it's an actual thing. Alexa, what's it called for people who can't see pictures in their brains?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the phenomenon of not being able to picture something in your mind's eye is known as aphantasia.
Aphantasia. It is hereditary. Thank you, Alexa. Sorry if I turned you guys' computer bot on. Aphantasia. Alexa, quiet. Is that like what Brad Pitt has where he can't recognize faces? No, I think Tinker Mom, I think that's a little bit of a thing. In the nail community, Cordy, in the nail community, tell me more about the nail community. Like acrylics? You like true crime, Cricket Cinema? It's not my bag of tea. Propagnosia. Propagnosia. I've always heard it aphantasia. Hey, Kristen, how are you doing? How'd your first week at work treat you? I hope you're enjoying it and you're adjusting to the new schedule. You learn something new. Neurology is endlessly fascinating, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, for face blindness. Propagnosia. Oh, you're a nail tech. Really, there's drama in the nail tech community. Wow. I watch a couple of folks. Who do I watch? I watch this one girl I really like. Now I'm going to have to look in my subscriptions. I'm looking because I want to find the name of this channel. Cordy, give me a minute. Come on. Okay, I'm not going to find it. I'm not going to find it. 5, 4, 3. I found it. Nail Career Education. That's the one I like, Cordy. Nail Career Education. You put more than 2 people together, you'll get conflict. Indeed, Chica. I mean, personality conflicts are one thing. Drama about personality conflicts is something completely different. Yes, aphantasia. You had a team building training today and it was great. Everyone is kind and they gave away lots of prizes. That's excellent, Kristen. I'm really happy. Down the Rabbit Hole is great for Sciento and true crime. Aphantasia. Your mother-in-law has it. If I say picture a cloud, my family can't. Yes. You like Kelly Marissa, Simply Nailogical, and Susie. There you go. Christy Meekin. Yes, I think Christy Meekin. Is it Christy Meekin? Nail Career Education. Nail Career Education. Oh, you found out about SPTV through Rabbit. There you go. I'm not sure, Tinker Mom. My husband can too, Janelle. It's really weird. Nail Career Education is Susie. Yes, I really like her, Kristen. Yes, yes, she is fabulous. I don't follow Mitch Nail Techs, but I do follow her. I do follow her. You see conflict and debate in your house every day between you and your 16-year-old daughter? Yes. Yes, my youngest is 15, but luckily she is number 4 and I think that is why the conflict is much reduced, because my my eldest is 30, so I've already been through it a few times, and so I get less annoyed and frustrated than I used to. Yeah, an only child. Um, I used to worry that everything, every little thing mattered. They watch and learn as you go. Yeah. Yes, fabulous eye make it and makeup indeed. I didn't realize you had a 15-year-old, Jen. You do an excellent job of walking away from the other drama. I'm impressed at your abilities. I am impressed at your abilities indeed. It is one that I have tried to foster. You follow us, obviously. You like anything politics and anything paranormal. Well, my bachelor's degree is in political science, Cordy. When your teenage daughter was being a pain, someone told me they become human again at age 21. I think it's more like 24, but yeah, they become human again at some difficult point. I can taste the apple and smell the apple, but I can't see the apple. I mean, I can conceptualize an apple. I know that it's either red or green. Um, but it's more the feeling of an apple. There's a lot of us in here that have 15 or 16-year-olds. It seems that way, Journey. It sure does. It sure does seem that way. Yeah, my eldest is pretty great, and he's 30. Although the parenting doesn't get any easier when you're parenting an adult, it just gets more complex. You don't nag her to study? That's excellent, Amy. We don't nag our 15-year-old to study either. We just explain that, you know, good grades are important and why they're important, and they they seem to agree. So that makes a difference. Cricket says, I found that age has made it easier to sidestep BS of all kinds. It's worth the wrinkles and having to pee constantly. Yeah, there you go, Cricket. I think that makes sense. Rabbit grew on me a lot after I got used to her saying shout out to you over and over. Yeah, Rabbit is exceptional. Yours is in her 30s now and a great woman. Yes, my son is in his 30s now, and I really, really am proud of him. You have 18 and 14-year-olds. I have 14, 21, 28, and 30. You have a 16-year-old daughter. Was I like a stroppy, rude teen? No, you were perfect. Exactly, Cordy. My goodness, y'all. My goodness, y'all. Lots of 15-year-olds. Yours is a butthead, Journey. They they come along. Boy, I can't believe you guys can't hear that noise. It is so loud. It is so loud. Had I streamed outside, you would totally be able to hear it. Totally be able to hear it. Spitting image? Yeah, mine's the spitting image of me, too. Although she's a lot more self-assured. She's a lot more self-assured than she was at her age. 35, 32, and 28. Wow, rad. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to having them all grown. You like how Rabbit throws in a dash of celebrity gossip. It's your guilty pleasure, a little cream in the coffee. Indeed, Janelle. Your oldest just turned 15. My youngest turned 15 in February. Is it hot here? Here in Portland, Cordy? No, it's like 68 degrees and partly clouds. It was pouring earlier today. And it's supposed to be like 65 and partly clouds until Wednesday. You can't do the math tonight? I understand that one. Janet, I haven't forgotten about your email. I've just been so busy doing other things. So please be patient with me. I appreciate it. You've got 25-year-old identical twins. My goodness gracious, woman. Bless your heart. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Number 3 is the only redhead. Yeah, my kids all got either brown or blonde. None of them really got the red hair. Maybe a little bit of brunette. You're an identical twin, Amy? That's cool. I can't imagine how much trouble that must be when they're little. California weather will be the same for the next few months. Hot. Yeah, Oregon, it waits until the 5th of July to just turn into sunny for the next 2 months. Once we get past the 5th of July, then the weather gets nice because it likes to rain on the 4th of July. 5 new grandnieces and grandnephews. Well, that's just lovely, Cricket. Grandnieces and grandnephews are just wonderful. That's so great. You like hot weather? You should be in Las Vegas protesting with Pup Groomer. You're in the mid-30s in Cuba right now? That's nice and hot, Chica. That's nice and hot. Much better than the 65 we're getting here. I'm not going to make you guys' bots turn on up again. Assuming I end up with grandkids, Janelle. It has been known to skip a line. Both of yours are girls and redheads, too. You're Italian and Daddy is Puerto Rican. Add in the red hair. My goodness gracious, Jen. Wow. Yeah, you have 2 grandchildren. Nice, Cordy. Nice. Italian and Puerto Rican and red hair. Yeah, exactly. 4 exclamation points, Susan. Exactly. Oh, you guys, I forgot to take off my watch and charge it earlier. Let me do that now. Snow today and volcanoes tomorrow. Did you know, Cricket, that Portland has the most volcanoes, extinct volcanoes, of any other city? An emotional, loving household. Yes. Yes. Red hair and green eyes are the rarest colorings on earth. Right, Janet? Your watch is just a bracelet now. Yes, that's why I went to check my time to do a Minnesota goodbye. First Minnesota goodbye, y'all. And it appears, Cordy, sleep well. Sleep well, and thanks for being up so late and coming to visit. It's nice to see you when you come by. You have green eyes, Chica? I love green eyes. I have brown eyes. My husband has blue eyes, and 3 out of the 4 of my children have blue eyes. So that's unusual. You're fascinated by volcanoes? Correct. Krakatoa, right? Krakatoa? Um, yeah, all the mountains here in the Pacific Northwest are volcanoes or extinct volcanoes, all of them. And so every hill in Portland, almost every hill, is an extinct volcano. And then there's huge volcanoes in eastern Oregon. That, do they really, Janet? That's so cool. There's huge lava fields. Yeah, it is dormant, Janelle. All your kids have blue eyes, Red? Do you and your husband have blue eyes? Usually it doesn't happen when there's brown hair because the blue is dormant. The blue is recessive rather. But my dad has blue eyes, Janelle, so that's how I've got 3 kids, 3 out of 4, full of cinder cones and lava fields. Yep, that's what it is here in Oregon. Cinder cones and lava fields all over the place. Yes, Mount St. Helens, yes, but also Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount Baker. They're all volcanic. All of them, the whole line. Dad has blue, you have hazel. There you go, Red. Nice. If you had a blue eyed parent, that'll do it. Exactly, Janelle. My dad had blue eyes. My dad had blue eyes. So that's where it comes from. I'll have to look more into Krakatoa. I didn't realize it was so fascinating. I don't know very much about it. Mount Hood blows off a bit of steam every now and again. Indeed, it does. And I believe Mount St. Helens blows off her own bit of steam on the regular. So it is. Your father has brown, your mother has hazel, all 3 of us girls have blue. Yes, we have hot springs too. Oregon does have it going on. Indeed. There are towns of hot springs all over the place. Hike into the mountains and find a hot spring. There is a lot of it. There is a lot of it. That is for sure. I had somebody visiting from another country asked me just recently what they should see while they're in Portland. Okay, Chica, goodbye. Goodbye. Much love to your daughter. Your mom had brown, your dad has blue, husband has blue, daughter has blue. There you go, Journey. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, the hot springs are nice. The hot springs are nice. Yes, that's what happens with both parents are Norwegian. Yes. Well, my family is Swedish and Danish mostly. There's a great book about Krakatoa by Simon Winchester. Okay, Cricket. You guys can't hear that. Still blows me away. It is so loud. The whole house is shaking. You're Scandahoovian, huh, Janet? I'm from Minnesota, so of course I'm Scandahoovian. They're all Scandinavian. They're not German in Minnesota, or Finnish, which counts a little bit as Scandinavian. Just a little bit. It's close. It's close. You don't hear it, huh? Aha! There you go, Janet. Your whole family's from Minnesota? It's my AirPods? Yeah, that's probably what it is. But you guys heard soda. No, it's typical. It's typical. They have a band or something practicing, and it happens in the mid afternoon on the weekends. It's no end of annoying, but they're not breaking the noise ordinances, so there's not much I can do. It is just the way it is. Just the way it is. Your finish came through Michigan. There you go, Cricket. You thought you were the only one who said that? No, it's common in Minnesota, Janet. Scandahoovian. I don't know where it came from, but I've always said it. Cat purrs are not noise. You're funny, Dawn. They are not noise. Wolf Machine. I didn't notice that you'd just come in. How bad am I? How bad am I, Wolf? I'm sorry. Welcome. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? American with French Canadian ancestry. There you go. There you go. Scandahoovian of some sort. Although we have learned that Jen is Italian. Italian and Puerto Rican. No, Italian and Puerto Rican, is that what you said, Jen? Now I'm going to feel bad because I'm remembering it wrong. Yeah, Italian and Puerto Rican. I remembered it right. Minnesota is South Canada, though. Minnesota is just South Canada. She did do an awesome job, didn't she, Wolf? Mostly Italian. Hubby is Puerto Rican. Okay. You wish you were Canadian. I have friends who became Canadian in the last 8 years. Eastern European Ashkenazi Jew. Okay, Amy. I have some Eastern European friends. It's always nice to bring the it's a different feel than Western Europe. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. That Eastern European feel. Yeah, I think she killed it today out there, Wolf. I agree. Pup Groomer did an excellent job. Excellent job. They called the cops on her. That's all needs be said. She's making an impact. Getting the cops called for trespassing. How lame can they be? Well, pretty lame, I guess. Pretty lame. Your daughter just got back from a study program in Poland. She loved visiting Poland. Yeah, I'd love to visit Poland. I'd like to see um Budapest. Uh there's a lot I'd like to do. Are they always being called at the Las Vegas Forum, Amy? I'm glad you thought it was funny, Jen. You reacted like it was no big deal. Native Spanish, Portuguese, and Basque. Tragic history in Amy, is that what you mean? I have no doubt they have a tragic history in Europe. I have no doubt they have a tragic history in Europe. For people who say they don't have a reactive mind, they sure get their panties in a twist on the regular, don't they, Cricket? You would think they would be chilled. Yeah. The Holocaust was much worse in Eastern Europe than in Western, and I think a lot of people don't recognize that, Amy. I think a lot of people don't recognize how much worse it was in Eastern Europe. I recently looked into genealogy and was surprised to find your great grandfather we thought was Danish was actually Irish. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, welcome to the club indeed. Her study program was on the history of genocide. That sounds like not a whole lot of fun, Janet. Recently, learned you're Irish with DNA. Very cool. Yeah, my DNA said Swedish and Danish and English. That's what it said. They've only been called on DOA and you as far as you know. For Jay, they are on patrol on the area. I don't renege on them for showing Danny or Cult of Scientology. Charlie. Okay. Yeah, Amy, I went to the Holocaust Museum in Tel Aviv. I went to the Holocaust Museum in Israel and it was unpleasant. Unpleasant. Which DNA company did I use, Janelle? I think I used Ancestry. I'm pretty sure I used whatever Ancestry said, if I recall correctly. You did the DNA and told you were likely to have very thick hair. Yeah. her grandmother fled Estonia when the Nazis invaded. That's my husband's mom. Wow. I'm glad she was able to get out, Janet. I'm glad she was able to get out. That's pretty scary. So yeah, y'all, shunning is not something we not something we support. Yes, they certainly can, Amy. They certainly can. There was an interesting article on this in The Atlantic recently about how DNA tests have uncovered the prevalence of family members having relations with other family members and how prevalent it is, which is really, really amazing. Really amazing and horrifying that that's how they're discovering the true prevalence of that particular happening. Sounds strange for your daughter to do that, but her senior year project for university is on the history of genocide, particularly in Rwanda. Oh, I don't think it sounds strange, Janet. I took several classes on the politics of history, specifically related to the Holocaust. So I don't think it sounds strange. I think it sounds fascinating. I'm glad she's doing it. It's very important. You've mentioned that before, Brain Fog. I want to hear the story. I want to hear the story. DNA tests in your family have discovered a large degree of Sami DNA. No, it is not Norwegian. It's not Norwegian. It's very different. That's interesting, Janet. The Sami are very different than Norwegian. That's kind of cool. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. Regular genealogy shows that you stopped looking up one branch when you got to 2 consecutive generations of people marrying other people with the same last name. No, I think what I'm talking about is closer levels of that. Closer levels within the immediate family, Janelle. That's what they're finding. Your family was always on the wrong side of history, and you need to confirm with a genealogist to confirm the 1500s. Okay, Journey. The Sami people are first cousins, children of first cousins. Yes, Janelle. The Sami people are the indigenous people in the far north of Finland and Norway. Um, and I think Sweden and Denmark as well. They're indigenous people, and they are the Sami. They used to be called um, Laplanders. Yes, reindeer, right, where the reindeer live. They're reindeer herders. Indeed, Janelle. Your mother confirmed it before she died? Yeah, brain fog. That's really interesting. It's really interesting. She didn't confirm it before she died. Okay, Jen. Okay, brain fog. Anne Marie Wilson, welcome in. Welcome in to the corner joint. We are happy to see you. We are on our... Yeah, it is a shame, Janet. It is a shame. We are on our third Minnesota goodbye, y'all. Let me check the timing here. Third Minnesota goodbye. I'm sorry, brain fog. I'm sorry about that. That's hard indeed. I grew up in the Twin Cities, Janet. I was born in I wasn't born in Minnesota. Journey, it was good to see you. Have a good one. I hope you have a lovely evening. Yeah, that's not the kind of... I'm talking about within immediate family, fathers and daughters specifically. That's the kind of that incident that I'm saying that they're now more clear about with genetics. That most people didn't think that that sort of thing was happening very often, but it's happening more frequently than used to be thought. Orion, what have you missed? We have been discussing all the problems of the world. There you go. So that's the article in the Atlantic from March of this year. Indeed, it is scary stuff. Hold on a sec, guys. I need to... Yes, Wolf Machine. Yes. I need to switch these out so that it doesn't die in the middle of me talking to y'all. Yes, it is, Amy. It is used to solve crimes with genetic genealogy, which is amazingly terrifying. Amazingly terrifying. I mean, not in a bad way. Just like, what else are we going to be able to do? Get out more people. Get out more indeed. But you know what else is really common? That when It's not uncommon for a widower to marry his sister-in-law. I have got more than enough mods. Thank you, Anne Marie. I will keep it in mind if it's something I find I need in the future. But right now I have got a full collection of mods who serve me. Listen to me. Who serve me, and now I'm going to be wearing DOA's crown. Who serve me just fine. But I really appreciate the offer. Okay, Ryan, that's enough. Say hi to the chat. There you go, Wolf Machine. That's how a cold case was solved in your hometown that occurred in 1986. Wow, Amy. Exactly, Susan. Exactly. That's what I thought when I said you serve me. Hilarious. Before you got married, you had to do a family tree in your town. My mother's side of the family is one of the original founding rancher families in the area after the Mormon migration. That's cool, Jen. Some cultures require man to marry his widowed sister-in-law, pretty commonly accepted. Yes. I do have liver perfume on, brain fog. That's what it is. Hi. Hi. You're looking at what? What was that snarfy? Come on up here and look at the camera for everybody. There he is, y'all. There he is. I don't know what I did to deserve this right now, but we'll take it. Look at you saying hi to the chat. Is Pup Groomer still here to see you? You're being a good boy. What's gotten into you rather than being a piss and vinegar? Hmm? Yep, there she is. She wanted to see you. There's that Pup Groomer. She's gonna. That's my nose. What was that for? What was that for, Muppet? Don't you guys think he looks like a Muppet? Look at those paws. Look at these paws, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know about Happy. He's full of piss and vinegar, brain fog. Definitely full of piss and vinegar. He was stealing my papers earlier. Stealing them right away. Balanced out the Kentucky Hills shenanigans. That's good, Janelle. That's good. Yes, that's a sweet boy. That's a sweet boy. You don't purr quite as nicely as Soda does, but everybody seems to like you. Yeah. You gonna get down now? Oh, you're just gonna lay in my lap. Giving me a little editing help. You want to come back up? Come on. Ah. And some more dog hair to pull out of my mouth. That's what he was doing, Janelle. Soda? Soda was already up here, brain fog. You're going to have to go to the beginning. He was up here for like at least 5 minutes at the beginning of the stream. He is sitting about 5 feet away from me. on top of the ottoman now, being his own majestic self. Yeah, I'm sorry. He came on early today. Orion didn't want to come on earlier. Is this two-tone paint job? Indeed. Indeed. Sorry, brain fog. But he gave a good show. He gave an excellent show at the beginning. He gave an excellent show at the beginning, purring and all. It was pretty fancy. Okay, guys. What are we on? We're on the third Minnesota goodbye. We are on the my phone won't work. There we are. I think it's about the third Minnesota goodbye. Does that sound right, y'all? Number 3. Time to go wrestle up Din Din. Yeah, I'm about thinking that too, Janelle. I'm about thinking that too. What are you guys planning on for dinner? Oofta indeed, Janet. Oofta indeed. Do you guys have Lena and Oli jokes? Goodbye, Janelle. You had leftovers? I'm thinking about ordering pizza, is what I'm thinking about. Lena and Oli, indeed. Lena and Oli jokes. My daddy loved the Lena and Oli jokes. You ordered pizza and salad? That's what I'm thinking about, Wolf. That is what I'm thinking about. I need to call my husband in a few minutes and see what he thinks. See what he thinks. So, with that in mind, you guys, I think In-N-Out, that sounds excellent, brain fog. I wish we had an In-N-Out around here. Cricket time or cookie time, Cricket? I suppose it is pretty late in the evening. We eat late on the West Coast. And hubby'll be home in about a half an hour. So chicken tenders, I went and I got the best chicken tenders on Friday. They were so good. I went to this place called Dave's Hot Chicken. Have you guys Ridgefield? Excellent. I cannot wait, Wolf Machine. I cannot wait. I love In-N-Out burgers. I know they're a little bit culty. I hear that, but um I know that they're a little bit culty, but at least they're putting out decent food and doing some sort of service in the community. Unlike some other people we could talk about. It was wonderful spending time with you as well, Cricket. Your kiddo had Dave's Hot Chicken. Isn't it good, Dawn? I was really impressed. I have not been to this place, but it was the best chicken I have had for chicken tenders in a long time. They are so good, even with a little Satan. Exactly that, brain fog. It is really good food. They respect their employees. Who does? Uh, In-N-Out or Dave's Hot Chicken? Either one of them I'll take. I like places that respect their employees and make good food. Making good food is nice. I will pay for the food if I know it's going to be good. I will indeed. Oh my goodness, you guys. I hit the third Minnesota goodbye and people show up again. I don't know how we managed to have enough chickens either, Cricket. It never fails to amaze me how many chickens. You should be the secretary for Club Brain Fog. Maybe she's taken applications. Pardon me, please. You got it from Super Chicks in East Hanover, New Jersey. Okay. Next time I get to New Jersey, closest I've been to that is Boston. And that's been a long time. That's been a long time. Okay, guys, I should tell you goodbye. That town has the best Italian restaurants. East Hanover? Really, Amy? You love Boston, Janet? I haven't been for many, many years. My genealogy traces back to Boston and the Boston Commons, actually. Okay, you guys, time for the 4th Minnesota goodbye. I think that probably calls it for this evening. I'm getting a little tired. Didn't have much to say tonight. Your mom's from Massachusetts? Very cool. Very cool, Amy. Love to everyone indeed. Yep, I'm gonna go get my pizza. Maybe a lasagna. They make excellent lasagna. Good night, Brain Fog. See you soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.